All right. So if we're looking at our lunch assignment, and our lunch assignment says students is going to write the response in ELA journal or a Google Doc. Means if you do not have a journal, there's no excuse for you not to put it on a Google Doc. We will read out loud. I'm going to read a book called Having a Mother. It's on page 72. We're going to emphasize hyperboles. Remember, hyperboles are about exaggerations, right? So we want to find those. And then you're going to read out of control and after. And you're going to be able to analyze and look for hyperboles. And then we're going to talk about the inside of mom and dad's closet. And you're going to do read girls and how do you spell trouble. All right. So went through the Liberty, found this over here for you. So we're going to read having a mother. Having a mother is good when she rescues you from the free throw attempt number 36. Your arms as heavy as sea anchors, but it can be bad when your mother is a principal at the school. Bad in so many ways. It's always education this and education that. After a double overtime basketball game, I only want three things: food, bath, sleep. Last thing I want is education. But each night, Moms makes us read. Don't know how he does it, but JB listens to his iPod at the same time so he doesn't hear me when I ask him, is Miss Sweet Tea his girlfriend? He claims he's listening to French classical music that helps him concentrate. Yeah, right. Sounds more like Jay Z and Kanye in Paris. This is why when mom and dad start arguing, he doesn't hear them either. All right, so what we're looking for in this particular poem, we're looking for hyperbole. We're looking for something that can't happen. True exaggeration. All right. I'm reading, and let's go to the third line. Says, your arms are as heavy as sea anchors. So, what you need to do is you need to copy this, and you can actually use this and turn this into me. But I'd rather actually see it on Google Docs, so don't even worry about it. I'm just gonna make some notations. But I'd rather see you guys do a split screen. And once you do a split screen, you can have the poem up and you have your Google Doc up and you can get to typing and everything. I believe you can do Alt and the two little brackets. Hold down Alt and the two brackets on your Chromebook, and it will split those screens. And you have this on this side and this on this side, and you can look at both of them at the same time. Ain't nothing wrong with having a split screen. I got a split screen right now if you look at it. All right, so with that being said, we know that hyperbole is an exaggeration, correct? Okay, I might have to zoom out so I can see my cursor. Yeah, yeah, man, that's this is very weird. What's going on? All right, all right, there's my cursor. All right, so what I want to see is you'll be like, oh, in line three, this and this. Okay, so you'll say your arms as heavy as sea anchors, right? And this is also another figurative language. And if you choose to put that other figurative language that we have been talking about, I give you bonus points for that. This is a grade. I know I don't stress all these different things, but this right here, this is a grade. You can do this. All right, so then we're going in. We're looking in. We're looking to see if there's another one. Okay, when your mother is a principal at the school, bad in so many ways. It's always education this and education that, right? After a double overtime basketball game, I only want three things: food, bath, sleep. Last thing I want is education. But each night, Moms makes us read. Don't know how he does it, but JB listens to his iPod at the same time. He doesn't hear me. So at the same time, so he doesn't hear me when I ask him about is Miss Sweet Tea his girlfriend. He claims he's listening to French classical music that helps him concentrate. Yeah, right. Sounds more like Jay-Z and Kanye in Paris, which is when mom and dad start arguing. He doesn't hear them. Okay, so in this one, all I'm seeing right now for hyperbole is this one example. If you see more than one example in your poem and you're reading it, put it down and notate. Say, you know, on the side right here. Let's see here. See if I can get that good cursor. Put a dash and put hyperbole and make sure you spell it right. No reason for that. That's it. Boom. Go to the next one. That's it. Literally, that is it. That is your assignment. Now let's go through personification and let's make sure you can understand that one. All right, personification is we're doing inside mom and dad's bedroom. Doom, 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 doom. Where's that? Where's that? Where's that? All right, let's see what page mom and dad's bedroom is. Yeah. Let's see. Conversation, second quarter, bad news, having a mother. Okay, so let's move forward. Forward, 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 forward. Mm, this page? Maybe this page. Let's see what's this page. Nope. Nope. All right. Let's figure this out, people. No reason to sit around, be lost and bewildered. 4452. Okay, that's probably where we have issues. Couldn't find it. All right, so on this one, you're gonna have to go back to your example, right? On said example, you're gonna have to find page 44. That's where this one's gonna be, right? 44 is gonna be in the first book. Boom, go to it. Now we need to look for 44. Walking through all the steps because I don't want to hear, oh man, I couldn't find the page. You didn't try hard enough. 44. All right, let's see if we can zoom that in. So, and this is how you zoom it in. I don't know why, but it is. You got to go backwards. And once you go backwards, everything gets bigger. Let me see, what's this do? Whoa, look at that. That actually did something totally different. All right, cool. So now we can see mom and dad's bedroom. The inside of mom and dad's bedroom is off limits. So every time JB's asked me to go in there and look through dad's stuff, I say no. Remember, this is personification. So on this one, you're talking about people, human characteristics that's also being compared to non-human or life things. The inside of mom's bedroom, dad's closet is off limits. So every time JB asks to go in there to look for through dad's stuff, I say no. But today, when mom asked me for a box to put my dreadlocks in, she tells me to take one of her Sunday hat boxes from the top shelf of her closet. Next to the purple hat box, dad's small silver safety box with the key in the lock and practically begging me to open it. So so I do, and so I do when unexpectedly, what are you doing, filthy? Standing in the doorway is JB with a look that says busted. Filthy, you're giving me the silent treatment? I really am sorry about your hair, man. I owe you, Filthy. So I'm going to cut the grass for the rest of the year and pick up the leaves and wash the cars. And I'll even wash your hair. Oh, you got jokes, huh? I say then grab him and give him another noogie. Yeah, noogie. So what are you doing in here, Filthy? Nothing. Mom said I could use a hat box. It doesn't look like a hat box, Filthy. Let me see that, he says. And just like that, we're rummaging through a box filled with newspaper clippings about Chuck the Man Bell and torn ticket stubs and old flyers and whoa, there it is, Filthy, JB says. Even though we've seen Dad wear it many times, actually holding his glossy championship ring in our hands is more magical. Let's try it on, I whispered, but JB is a step ahead, already sliding it on each one of his fingers until he finds one that fit. What else is in there, JB? I asked, hoping he will realize it's my turn to wear Dad's championship ring. There's a bunch of articles about Dad's triple doubles, 3-point records, and the time he made 50 free throws in a row at the Olympic finals, he says. Finally handed me the ring, and an Italian article about Dad's Bellissimo crossover and his $1 million multi year contract with the European League. We already know all that stuff, JB. Anything new? Secret type stuff, I asked. And then JB pulls out a manila envelope. I grab it, glance at the private stamped on the front. In the moment that I decide to put it back, JB snatches it. Let's do this, he says. I resist, ready to take the purple hat box and jet. But I guess mystery is just too much. We open it. There are two letters. The first letter reads, Chuck Bell, the Los Angeles Lakers would like to invite you to our free agent tryouts. We open the other. It starts, your decision not to have surgery means that realistically, with peritonitis, you may no longer be able to play again. All right. So within all this, I'm sorry about that. Y'all weren't able to follow along. Within all this, they find a hot box. They get it going. They went in there to get the hot box. They find a jewelry box, and in that jewelry box, they find some clippings. They find this. They find old articles about their dad. You know, their dad played ball, so they're able to find out some things that they did not know about their dad. Now, you were taught to read this because in here is a personification. Let's see if we can find it. Off limits, so there's no dad. There's December than today for possible trade license. Tells me Sunday. Purple cut there. Begging me to open. What are you doing? Standing in the doorway. Using a filthiest treatment. Leaves versus car. You got jokes now. Give me another. Nothing. Doesn't look like a hat box 50. Let me see. Let's see what it says. Looks like that with runs in a box of newspaper clippings about torn ticket stubs and old flyers. Whoa, there it is. Even though we've seen Dad wear it many times, he's actually holding it in his hands. Oh, here we go. Actually holding his glossy championship ring in our hands is more than magical. All right. So what they basically are saying, there's a ring that they're holding in their hand. Okay. And to add colorful language and to let the readers know how special this ring was, they said that it is magical. In that, right there, it went from being a ring, which is an object, to magic, which could be considered non human. Right? So that Right there is a sign of personification. Let me see if we got something else. Let's see when I try it on. But JB's a step ahead, already sliding it on to each one of his fingers. When I realize it's my turn, there's a bunch of articles about 3-point skippings. We already know all this stuff. Anything new? Secret stuff I asked, and JB pulls out another folder. Glances at it, stamps it, snatches it. Let's do this. Resist, ready. Hot box in. But I guess the mystery is too much. We open it, and the first letter reads, Chuck Bell, your decision means that realistically, what appendicitis tells you may not be able to play. All right, so in this, you might be able to use this last one, which is basically talking about your decision to have surgery. That realistically, with appendicitis, you may not be able to play. That's actually kind of literal, but it all really depends on what you see. Then he talked about Daz and his Bellismo crossover. That's the vocabulary word. You can figure what a vocabulary word is. You can put it in there. Bellismo crossover, and you can do that. If you pay attention to your notes, you should be able to find personification and hyperboles in the given and stated poems. That's all I got. That's what you need to work on. You do that, and once you finish that, you work on your handout. This is pretty much it. I have told you everything you need to know to handle these assignments in figurative language. I am out. I told you it was going to be light and breezy. I hope it has been. Peace.